Sam and baby Ava and Bailey behind me, just curled up with his teddy. Chris is working today and we have all of the Usborne books down in the dining room because we had a book party at the weekend. So I thought we'd jump on and share a few with you. However, I have got the baby, like I said, one dog, and there's another one about to run in. You'll see him in a minute. He's too frightened of the tripod. There we go. Are you coming around to say hello as well? He's staying off screen because he's frightened of the tripod. But like I said, I thought it might be quite a good idea just to share some of the books. Some of Ava's favourites. She's playing with one at the minute to keep her quiet. I've had a few people ask me what books to read to babies because we read to Ava every day and she's obsessed with the books. So I just thought I'd jump on and give you a few ideas, share with you some of the ones that we like to use. And then I thought it might be quite a nice weekly thing to do kind of the top 5 of a certain type of book, top 5 science books, top 5 toddler books, activity books, etc. So if there's any that you want to see, just drop a message in the comments below and we'll get that filmed for you and up. So a bit of background, anyone that doesn't know, anyone that's new to the channel, welcome. I'm Sam. Anyone that's new to what is now Bug for Books, it used to be Rubber Duck Books. I've been an Usborne organiser for about 5 years and recently had baby Ava, so I've taken a back seat and my husband's now taken over and relaunched as Bug for Books. Same company, same us, he's just refreshed it, so he's joined up now. So you may have seen our unboxing video the other day. It's a long one if you haven't, but we're hoping to share with you, like I said, I'll do this as a weekly video and then share with you any orders and unboxings we get, be completely transparent in terms of what how we do at parties, what commission we get, all that type of thing. So if you're thinking of having a party or signing up, or you just want to place an order and look at some cool books, then feel free. She's going to whine. Ava's got a cold as well, which doesn't help with the video filming, so she's a bit grumpy and a bit groggy, but we're doing our best. She's reading a Jungle Book that she's happy with at the minute. So reading, eating, same thing when you're only 5 months old, isn't it? So this first video I'm going to show our top 5 storybooks for baby, and these are ones that we read to her that she absolutely loves. So I'll put the links to everything in the description box below because a lot of these are ranges, so we've got a book out of a range but there's probably 10, 20, 30 more titles in the same sort of style. So I'll put all of the links in the description box below so that you can jump ahead, skip, or go straight to the website and have a look for yourself. So I guess we'll get started before she eats me or gets really fed up. So the first one that we recommend is this one, which is the Usborne Book of Baby Animal Stories. I don't know if you can see that there. Well, this is going well already, isn't it? Just a second. It's about 4 hours later. The baby decided she just wanted to scream, cry, feed, sleep for a good few hours, so I was kind of held up with that. She's now slightly quieter, in her pyjamas, ready for bed, aren't you? Ready for bed. Back to playing with the book quietly. So, however, it is quite a bit later, like I said, so Chris is home, he's just in the other room getting changed, so he'll bob in any minute now. The dogs are running around, probably knock the tripod over, be fine. If any of you watch my other YouTube channels, if that's where you've come from, you'll know this is how it goes, but we'll get back to the video. There we go, Chris has now wandered in. Come sauntering in. Hi! So, as I was saying, the top 5 storybooks that we use, that we recommend, that we use for Ava, even though as soon as I mentioned the last one last time she screamed, she does like it, I promise you. So, the first one is this Usborne Book of Baby Animal Stories, which is a really beautiful, she's trying to grab at it, you can't see her, but it is an absolutely gorgeous book, and each page is a different story. So you can see that one there. So that one is The Little Fox's Friends. You like this one, you're trying to grab already. And there's The Water Elephant. So they're just kind of, they only take a couple of minutes, so you can just open it on the one page. Gorgeous, gorgeous pictures. They're all kind of slightly different, so you can pick which one. We like this one because our surname's Shepherd and it's sheep. She was trying to grab at it from behind. She likes the book. You like this one, don't you? Little Rabbit and the Words. Just there. So dead easy, quick stories. So if you've only got a couple of minutes, you can just open any page. And like I said, each page is a different story. That's a cute one. That's a cute one. And the polar bear at the end is really cute. So each story on a different page, every different story. Baby brain. Sometimes you read the whole book. If she's quite happy sitting, she's wanting to grab at it already. If she's quite happy sitting looking at the whole thing, we'll read 3 or 4 stories in one go. Sometimes it only takes 1 and she's asleep. So that one's a really, really good one because you can, like I said, you can just pick it up and do 2 minutes, or you can do the whole book. And each page is just beautiful, really gorgeous pictures. So definitely one of our top 5. and they're $9.99. So I'll leave the information in the description box below. They also do a couple of others in this range, so the hardback. They're a nice size. They do a bedtime one and a sleepy time one as well, so you can have a look at those, and as I said, all the links will be in the description box. So that's our first one. And then we have these, which is another gorgeous one. Can you see that there? So this is the Peep Inside range, but they've started doing Peep Inside fairy tales. This one is Beauty and the Beast that Ava's got, and they're absolutely gorgeous. So it's all cut out like the Peep Inside range. They do Peep Inside books that are kind of educational books. So for example, Peep Inside animal homes, where you can look inside where animals live and find out about them. But these are just stories, and we like the story ones. So this is Beauty and the Beast, and it's a mixture of obviously cut out pages, as you can see. Some of them, I don't know if you can see that, that's like the gates, but there's, you can see my hand through there, there's like fretwork cut out. And then there are other pages which have got lift up flaps, so you can see inside the palace there, as well as having the cutouts. So they're just absolutely gorgeous. Like I said, this one's Beauty and the Beast, but they're just some, there's the Beast. There's quite a few in this range. I'll have a look in the catalogue for you in a second. More cutouts there, you can see. And just absolutely gorgeous, like he falls in love with her at the end. So these are definitely ones that she likes to grab at and pull up the flaps on and just generally have a mosey at. I've just got the catalogue in front of me as well, because they've, like I said, they do quite a few in this range. I just wanted to let you know what else there was. So, Peep Inside fairy tales. There are Jack and the Beanstalk, Snow White, Princess and the Pea, the Nutcracker, the Snow Queen, Sleeping Beauty, Little Red Riding Hood, Beauty and the Beast, and Cinderella. So there's quite a few there. Absolutely beautiful ones, and they're also $9.99. It says from age 3+, but Ava absolutely loves them. I think it's, like I said, there's all the different cutouts in the pages, and you can see through them and lift up flaps and things, and she'll happily sit and read one of those with you. It does take a little bit longer. It's probably about 10-minute read, something like that, but perfect for bedtime. You excited about that one already, are you? Excited about that one already? Yeah. Okay, our third favourite one is this one, which, am I hold that up right? This is another peep through book, but it's called A Little Peep Through Books. And this one's called Are You There, Mr. Fox? We're getting excited already. And again, she's got a couple in this range. She's got, and just next to me, we've got Bunny as well. Are You There, Little Bunny? And I think they do a tiger, an elephant, a reindeer, might be something else in there as well. I know they've just brought out a unicorn one that's pretty new that we're hoping to get for her. You can have it, you can have it. Sit down. Goodness me. But again, I don't know if you can see that, they have got cutouts. You see my top through the left hand side there. So they've got cutouts, but also they've got bits that are cut, like recessed in, so you can actually feel them. And you can see the little finger trails that you can follow as well, and they're cut through. This is the first page. So there's a finger trail that you can follow. Little one can follow that with the fingers. That's cut into the page. Some of the mushrooms are cut out, so you can feel the shapes, and then obviously you can see through to where my fingers are there as well. So this is the little fox one, and again, really gorgeous illustrations, beautiful bright colours. They're just beautiful. Oh, look at the tummy, little bear's tummy, and a little white rabbit. She's trying to grab it from behind, so I'm probably going to drop the baby or drop the book, one of the two. I've not dropped the book, let's put it that way. So that's that one. The baby's slightly lower down. So they're really cute, and they're only $5.99, those ones. So that's, catch the baby. Those ones we're going to try and collect the whole range of, because like I said, she absolutely loves them. And the story's a little bit, for little baby books this size, they're usually very simple stories that you read in a minute and you're done. This one isn't, it takes a little bit longer, so you can actually have kind of a proper bedtime story. You like this one? You're having this one, are you? And there's loads of things to spot and find, like for example this page that I've just opened here, I don't know if I'm holding it close enough, but there's little like animals hiding in the woodlands and things, so you can read the story, but you can also try and find the fox and try and find the deer and try and find the owl, so you can kind of drag the story out a little bit longer as well. And she absolutely loves it. She's quite happy. So you can see her eyes now, she's obsessed. We're looking at a bear and a deer at the minute, so we'll leave her with that one. And then our second top favourite, which is actually probably, this is just our personal second, probably the company's bestseller. And I don't know many people who have babies or children and don't have one of these books, but it's the That's Not My range. This particular one is That's Not My Puppy. I've just grabbed the ones that were in the living room. She also has That's Not My Bee, That's Not My Otter, That's Not My Llama, which is a new one, and That's Not My Bunny in the living room, and That's Not My Penguin, and my unicorn are sat behind me as well. So these ones she adores. You can see her trying to grab at these already, and that's because they've got the touchy-feely spots in them. That's Not My Puppy, I think, is the original one. So again, really gorgeous, bright colours. These were the first books that we ever read to her. So the day we brought her home from hospital, so she was 2 days old, we read That's Not My Bunny. If I remember, I'll insert a photograph here. And she was absolutely obsessed with it. She just stared at it. And I think it's because, obviously they can't see particularly well when they're really tiny, but you can see the pictures have a really bold black outline around them. So they can see that. They can see the contrast and the big black outline. She's trying to grab it desperately from the other side. So they can see that, and she loved it. She was absolutely mesmerised by it. We read it 2 or 3 times and she just stared at it. And obviously that now that she's at grabby age, as you can see, she loves grabbing at the touchy-feelies. So this has got a big piece of fur on the front. Yeah, you're showing them. Big piece of fur on the front. This one's got a fluffy tail, and they've all got different like tactile bits. His paws. You're determined to get it, aren't you? All sorts of kind of different materials. I love this one. It's got big shaggy ears, as it says. So there's some really cute ones in there. Also, if you have got any of these, you might know, but there's a little white mouse that's hidden on every page. So it's there on that one. She's just getting annoyed now because she wants the books, and I'm showing her the back of the books. He's there on that one, but he is on every page, including the covers. So you can go and try and find him. So when they get a little bit bigger, like I said, she's at the grabby, touchy-feely stage now. When she's a bit bigger, we'll be able to play kind of, can you find the mouse? And then also, because the words are very simple and very repetitive, for children that are learning to read, they're really good as well, because there's only a couple of new words in each book, and then lots of repetition, so they're really good for first reading as well. So that's that one, and I think there's something like 40 in that series. There's all different animals, then there's different modes of transport. That's not my car, my truck, my tractor, and then there's animals, there's people, sorry, so there's like, that's not my boy, girl, baby, pirate, all sorts of things. So loads and loads to collect there. So our personal favourite books to read her are the Usborne picture books, which are just normal picture books. And again, she's got hundreds of these, so I just grabbed a few that were in the living room. But they're just picture books, but they're all got a different illustrator, so we like all the different styles. My personal favourite is Alice in Wonderland, which I've got here, so I'll use that one as a demo. So that's that one, and these are just $4.99. You can see that the illustrations in this one, this is my personal favourite. Absolutely gorgeous, and this is what we use for our bedtime stories, these picture books. I don't know if you can see her little mitts off screen. She's determined to grab them. This is just absolutely gorgeous. They take a couple of minutes to read, maybe 5 minutes, because they're a little bit longer than some of the others, but they're not long stories. And these are the ones that I had Chris reading to the bump when I was pregnant, because they're just long enough to be a proper story, but she doesn't have to do anything. Some of the interactive ones, obviously, she wants to play with, whereas a bedtime story, she just wants to sit and listen. She's too tired to try and grab at it. This one's The Emperor's New Clothes, so you can see that the illustrations are completely different in this one. Different style, different illustrator. So you can kind of look through and see what you prefer. She's determined to get that one as well. And this is what he reads to her now for bedtime stories. The Owl and the Pussycat is another good one. You can't have them just yet, you'll have to have them at bedtime. So she just loves to sit and have a feed, have a bath, and then during a feed we do a bit of a story. And like I said, 5 minutes, and she's usually asleep by the end of them. So, Noah's Ark. Noah's Ark's a good one as well. And there's tons in this range. I wouldn't be able to tell you. I think it's probably about 30 or 40 of them. And all the classic things like in Cinderella. Let me have a look. I've got the back of the box here. Secret Garden, Cinderella, the Nutcracker, the Wizard of Oz, the Snow Queen, kind of Jack and the Beanstalk, all your normal kind of stories, all your traditional stories are in there. So they're our absolute favourite ones to read, so I'm hoping to get a full collection of those. This is because she wants to stand up, would you believe? There, you're on your feet. You say hello now. Yeah, there you go. So they're our favourite ones to read to her, and that's what we'll be going to do in about 5 minutes time, because I think it's time for bed. So thank you for watching, guys. If there's any that you would like more information on, obviously there's the links in the description box below, but please feel free to drop us a message. If you're local to us, which is Wigan, we can order for you and sort out a delivery or pick up. Otherwise you can order from the website and the links below. Like I said, thanks for watching. We'll hopefully get the other top 5 videos up for you at the same time. Just before we go, I forgot to add on, there's a little bonus one. I know I said there's top 5, and that is definitely our top 5 that we've just been through. But there's some more picture books. Don't start now. Oh my goodness. There are some more picture books that we've started collecting for her, just because we want her to have them for when she's slightly bigger. I'm going to put her down because she's just hard work. So for when she's slightly bigger, we started collecting these, which are the illustrated collections. So you can see how chunky they are, and they're padded covers, and they just feel good. If you like books, they just really feel really nice. And these are a collection of 10 to 12 kind of stories. This one contains 10, and they're all illustrated differently. Like the individual picture books, they've all got a different illustrator, you can see. So this one is illustrated animal stories. So you can see there's one, and then further on, different illustrator, different story. Billy Goat's Gruff, so they change. You see different kind of illustrations, different stories. And these, again, are kind of 5 or 10 minute stories, but it's a full collection. So these ones are a bit more expensive. They're $12.99, but it's cheaper than buying all of the stories individually. And it's just a nice thing to have. So at the moment, she's got illustrated animal stories. Hi, Chris. He's just walked back in again. We've got Edward Lear's Book of Nonsense, which is good fun. All sorts of random things in there as well. Again, I think this one's... Yeah, this has got all sorts of things. It's got all the songs and alphabets and limericks and all sorts of things in there. And here is squealing, she's quite happy. She's also got illustrated bedtime stories, which has got, I'll give you a quick flick through of some of these. So these again, I think that's the giant turnip that's in there. All different illustrators and different stories. That's Bailey knocking the tripod, apologies for that. But there's just tons, and like I said, for $12.99, I've got kind of 10 books there, so that's not too bad. And where's the other ones? Okay, and then we've got these ones, which are for when she's bigger. But again, they're that padded illustrated stories, but these are the illustrated originals. So we've got The Wind in the Willows and The Wizard of Oz for when she's bigger as well. So obviously these are just single stories, but just gorgeous, gorgeous books. These ones are better for when she's bigger. Look at the illustrations. And nice and padded, and they all got a bookmarking as well. So I just wanted to add those in as something that we're collecting. Oh, and this one. This is the beastie one. This one's slightly dearer. This one's $14.99, but it's 100 illustrated stories. And again, all different illustrators and all different styles. So just something else we wanted to add in as storybooks that we're collecting for when she gets a little bit bigger, if you were thinking of other ideas. They also make great gifts, so if anyone asks you kind of what you want for Christmas, birthdays, whatever, then these make a really nice gift and a nice collection on your nursery shelves as well. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye!